Even though Crossgale hasn't been like in the forefront of the story right now, I do think that they can come back in a big way and make a very big change to the way that the story progresses. And it will be very easy because these guys have technically already taken that step by putting bounties on Marines. Which now means that any Marine that is uncounted for in the manga or in the anime has potential to show up through Crossguild's door. Kobe's missing? Hey, he might fetch a pretty penny to Crossguild. Even characters like Garp and the Admirals have bounties on them, so they're not safe either. But I think the best thing about Crossguild so far is the fact that all three of these dudes do have ties to Luffy or somebody in the crew in Mihawk's case. Because spoiler for what's happening in the manga, with Garp defeated and captured by the Blackbeard pirates, I can definitely see these guys being like, you know what, he's an old fossil, we don't really need him, so you know what, let's take him to Crossguild and collect 3 billion berries. That's a pretty nice payday to further Blackbeard's agenda. And all three of these dudes were at Marineford. They know that Garp is Luffy's grandfather, so if they see the Blackbeard pirates roll up and they're like, here's Garp, we want 3 bill, I feel like one of two things can happen. The first thing is they see that it's Garp and go, you know what, we don't want smoke with Luffy. Because keep in mind, Luffy's a whole Yonko of the sea now, and they give him the respect that he deserves. When Buggy said that he wanted to become king of the pirates, Mihawk looked at him cross-eyed like, you want us to fight Red Hair, Blackbeard, and Straw Hat? Like, what's wrong with you? Luffy is in the same category of names like Blackbeard and Shanks. Like, they know how strong this dude is. If they see his grandfather showing up on his doorstep, it would be very reasonable for them to just be like, you know what, we don't want no part of that. But the outcome that I think is more likely is that they see that it's Garp, realize that it's Luffy's grandfather, and they go, you know what, we'll take that. We'll give you the 3 bill. And there's 2 reasons for this. One, to get on good terms with the Straw Hat crew. If you got beef with 3 other Emperor entities, it's pretty good to put one on your side. I can see the Straw Hats on Elbaf or something, and Crocodile hits up Luffy like, hey, your grandfather just showed up here because somebody brought him in, but I got him alive, all right? So you come meet me, and you can get your grandpa back. And we know Luffy don't play about his family. He's gonna be on his way eventually. And the second thing they stand to gain is this is Crossguild's like only chance of getting poneglyph rubbings. Because as it stands currently, they're the only Emperor organization that does not have 3 of the poneglyph rubbings. Crocodile trying to wager Garp's life to get the rubbings from Luffy, I think is something he would definitely try to do. Which is also really interesting because I do not see Luffy wanting to just like give up that Pirate King title, but at the same time, he also doesn't play about his family. In which case, I'm sure Luffy might be like, if you don't give me back my grandpa, we finna scrap right now and I'm gonna knock all y'all down. Which is kind of where Mihawk comes in, because if Mihawk is chilling on the sideline while Crocodile's making these deals, the muscle is pretty intimidating. To anybody that isn't the Straw Hats, that is, because Zoro would definitely be like, oh, you think that's the muscle? All right, I'm gonna square up with them, not even the captain. And whether Zoro loses or not doesn't matter, because while Zoro is keeping Mihawk busy for however long he's fighting him, unless Crocodile has his awakening, like, Luffy is going to absolutely stomp him. So whether the situation works out for the better or not, I can definitely see a situation where Crossguild has to cross paths with Luffy, which gives these guys a very organic way of working themselves back into the story.